We are joined now by rock and roll star, huge City fan, Noel Gallagher. Good morning, Noel.
Good morning, Noel.
Good morning.
I'm telling you what, that's why Coisty gets paid the big bucks there.
Listen, Noel, I've got to ask you, mate. Watching Manchester United get beat last night, is that the perfect way for a Manchester City fan to win the title?
No, it would have been better against if that game against Liverpool would have gone ahead. It would have been the triple whammy. You know what I mean? It would have been unbelievable. But yeah, watching it last night, I actually thought Leicester were quite lucky to win that game. I actually thought United probably would, when Leicester went 1-up, it was like United always come back, and it's like we just like them to win it. But doesn't matter how you win it, as long as you win it, it's there now, and it never gets old. It never gets old.
No, watching on, I know you couldn't obviously be in the stadium to watch Man City this year, but Ruben Dias has been the standout performer for me looking on. Do you think he's been the final piece of the puzzle for Pep this year?
Well, I think with all of Guardiola's teams, right, it's not about one guy. It's about a philosophy and a belief system and training sessions and all that. But when Man City have a great centre-half pairing, we usually do well, and he was much needed. He came in like the cavalry, and I actually can't believe how good he is at 23. If he stays at City for most of his career, I mean, God help everybody, because the game against PSG, it's one of the best defensive performances that I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Both young, aren't they, as well? That partnership with John Stones, they're both such young players. I do want to ask, though, Noel, at the beginning of the season, right up until that draw with West Brom, before things started to turn around, he went on that unbelievable run of just win for about 15 games. Was there a part of you, were you a bit nervous about it, a bit worried that maybe you weren't going to do it?
Absolutely. When we were 15th, it's like, no City fan would have said we were going to go on and walk the league from there, but Guardiola said something that none of us have ever heard a manager come out and say before, when he said, he came out after, I can't remember what defeat or drawn against West Brom, and said, I don't like this team. I don't like what it's become. And I was kind of like, you were kind of taken aback by that, because usually managers, they go into bat for their team, and then I've never heard a manager say things like that. And then, week by week, it was like, hang on a minute, and I mean, the big... there's more turning points in the season. I guess Liverpool's injury crisis, if they'd have been as consistent as us, we'd have had another amazing title race. But, we had injuries the season before, and I just thought, as the week, to win 21 games in a row in all competitions is far out. It's far out. It's something that's never been done before. It's mad.
Noel, I want to ask you, mate, because we talk about, naturally, we talk about the Fodens, De Bruyne's, Gundogan's who have been out of this world. We mentioned Diaz there. But tell me, one of the unsung heroes, I think the goalkeeper's unbelievable. I really do. Clearly, I have never seen a goalkeeper as comfortable with the ball at his feet in my life, and I mean that anywhere at any level.
Well, have you ever seen the James Bond film, The Spy Who Loved Me? The baddie in Jaws?
Yes.
Right. It's like having Jaws in net, right? And when he's, one day he's got to take a free kick from 50 yards and smash it in the top corner.
He's got to take your penalties. That's what he's got to do.
Well, I mean, the less said about that the other night, the better, I think. But when they kind of roll the ball to him across the 6-yard box, and he's just thinking, oh my God, and he's kind of, he takes one touch more than everybody else and just casually smashes it down the pitch and lands it on a postage stamp. I mean, he's for me, he's the best in the world. I know Liverpool have got Alisson and all that, and he's a great keeper, but Eddie is just unbelievable.
Can I ask you about Mahrez as well when we talk about unsung heroes, because he's been so instrumental this season?
Well, he's kind of come of age, hasn't he? I think this has been his great season. But if you're going to talk unsung heroes in that team, don't forget Bernardo Silva.
Mm.
Yeah, that guy. He's not, he doesn't score great goals. He doesn't score wonder goals, but we love him at City, because if he's on the team sheet, you just know you've got a little dynamo midfield who's going to give it everything. And we've received two things this season. Guardiola's given us another championship, but what he's also given us is Phil Foden. Finally, has come of age, and that guy, when his game against Liverpool, when he scored the goal, the smile on his face spoke for every single City fan all over the world. It was just like, the kid is just dynamite. And He's already won 4 Premier League titles or something.
3, but it's like 3 Premier League titles, 4 Carabao Cups, an FA Cup as well. And he's 20 years old.
Well, I was going to ask you, Noel.
I tell you what, he's younger than my daughter, right? I'm saying to her, what have you done?
No, that's what I was going to say to you. I include myself in this. Maybe a year or so ago, I'm asking questions of Guardiola, saying Foden should get more opportunities. Does he need to go out on loan? Does he need to get more game time? It looks as though the two of them have handled it perfectly.
No, the worst thing would have been him going out on loan and been taken out of that environment. You can just... the thing about Foden is, what's his best position? I haven't got a clue where he plays half the time. He's just all over the place, and he's got a goal in him. When he gets into his stride, he's elegant and he's just got unbelievable balance. And it's what that academy was set up for. I remember when they built that academy years ago, and one of the guys that was building it said, we just have to, it was 200 million or whatever it was to build it, and he was saying, we've just got to find one £50 million player every couple of years and it pays for itself. Well, phase 1 completed.
They've got him easy. No, looking on, obviously, Man City played without a striker for a lot of the time, and you're losing Sergio Aguero at the end of the year. Looking forward, how are you going to try and replace him? Do you want to see another out-and-out striker come in, or do you prefer Man City playing without one?
Well, I think, knowing Pep like we do, this season he's perfected the false 9 thing and all that, and the team is great, and we don't look as good when you drop a striker into that. But we will get found out eventually next season playing that system again. So I don't think City would be letting Aguero go if they didn't have at least something lined up, and I wouldn't be surprised if Haaland rocks up and Pep changes it up again. One thing this season has proved is it's not all about beautiful football with Guardiola and tiki-taka and all that. It's about winning. And he threw all the pieces up in the air, and we became more defensive, although it didn't feel like it at times, I've got to say. And he'll change it again. And I can see, I don't think, he's not really had a great track record of buying superstar players, but Haaland seems to be in a different league. He's a young kid and he's got an affinity with the club already. So I wouldn't be surprised if he comes in the summer. And if we do, it'll be a completely new system, and bring it on.
No, Premier League is wrapped up. Champions League final to look forward to against Chelsea. We don't know yet where that's going to be played. Could be Wembley, could be somewhere in Portugal. Do you have a preference?
It doesn't matter where it's played because it's on my birthday this year. Right?
Oh, no way, man.
It's on my birthday, right? Now get on this. Right, so when the draw was made for the last 8 and we were in the same part of the group as Dortmund and PSG and Bayern, I was like, oh, jeez. I said to my missus, book an holiday, we're going out here, right? So anyway, the holiday's been booked and we were due to fly out on the 29th, right? Me and my wife and the kids, right? But the footballing gods have shined on me and the flight's been cancelled, right? The flight's been cancelled and the game's been moved from Turkey, right? So we can, I mean, listen, if it was been held in Somalia, I'd have been there anyway, right? But the fact that we're going to be there and it's all fallen into place, I mean, how can we lose? We can't lose. So it's in the bag.
Wow, if you don't win, it's going to ruin your birthday for a while, isn't it?
Oh. No. Because the first Champions League final is going to be great, and there's been a lot of talk about Chelsea beating us a couple of times, but all that does is elevate Chelsea's self-belief. It doesn't damage City in any way. The 2 times we've played them recently, we've had 3 of the first team, and then another time we've had a couple of the first team. So I just think that if City play the game and not the occasion, our best, our City at our best beats Chelsea at their best, but Chelsea are going to believe a bit more, I would have thought. So I think it'll be, I don't like all English finals. I hate the fact that it's an all English final. I wanted Real Madrid because they're rubbish. But the hype leading up to the final is going to be too much, and whoever loses will have a hangover from that for a while. But I think if City play to their best, I think we win. But you never know. It's a one-off game, isn't it?
All right, now, well, look, good luck for the final. Happy birthday for the final as well. Thanks for coming on this morning, and congratulations, another Premier League title.
Well done, mate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Have a
very
great
much.
day.
You too,
Bye-bye.
Paul.
You too, Noel Gallagher there. It is all
That's going to be the mother of all birthdays, that, isn't it? I mean, I've got Noel down as enjoying his birthday at the best of times, but if Manchester City beat Chelsea,
How long's his birthday going to go on for?
That's a month birthday celebration, that one.
Oh,